What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. We are yet again going into another day of the NFL playoffs. It is time for the NFC wild card weekend. And first game up, Minnesota in New Orleans. Now, we all know this is going to be a matchup of historic proportions simply because of the history between these two squads, and the recent history between these two squads has been nothing short of spectacular. Now today, and this game is getting ready to start here in just a little bit, but today this is going to be a huge moment for the Minnesota Vikings. Can they go into New Orleans and get the job done against a highly efficient, high-powered New Orleans offense led by the obvious Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Famer, Drew Brees, the Purdue alum, and Mike Thomas? You're looking at a situation where you're going to have some of the best talent in the NFL all on the field at the same time. So it should be an exciting game. I think we're all going to be in for a treat. Now, I'm not so fast to decide whether or not Minnesota can get that job done, but I will say, it is definitely going to be a game that comes down to the wire. These kind of games usually do, but I notice again that there is there's a lot of happiness out there today in the football world. And I think I know why. I know why all of you guys are happy. That's because old Tommy John Brady and those New England Patriots have been kicked out of the playoffs. They have been thrust aside as the evil empire that they have been for the last 10, 15 years, 2 decades, whatever the hell you want to call it. The Patriots and the evil empire have been sent asunder, and that has made 31 other franchises around the league smile with unbelievable amounts of joy and tears of soy dripping down the face of Bill Belichick and company after losing. Can I get an amen? But that was definitely a highlight of the season for all fans in the NFL. And let me fix my collar here. Get this collar fixed. But all fans in the NFL have had a moment to truly enjoy the floundering of those New England Patriots. And again, at the end of the day, it didn't take a Herculean effort to get it done, but it did take consistency, and it did take a will and a desire to push forward. And the Tennessee Titans, got to give them a salute. Got to tip my hat to those guys. They were able to go into New England, go into Foxborough, one of the hardest places to play in all the NFL, and take it to the New England Patriots from start to finish. That was huge. These guys ran the ball up and down the throats of the New England Patriots, and you can't look past that. If I can appreciate that as an offensive lineman, that has got to be one of the most gratifying things that an offensive line can do for their football team, and that is to run the ball up and down the field with Derrick Henry, who, look, I like the guy. I really, really like Derrick Henry, and that's something that's hard for me to say because as a Jaguar fan, and as a guy coming out of the Big Ten, I have a distinct dislike for most everything SEC. But I have to give props where props are due. You can't hold on to hate. You got to let it out. And I have to give props where props are due. Derrick Henry is an absolute, he is the beast mode. I anoint him the new beast mode but with the torch being passed from Marshawn Lynch to Derrick Henry, because this man accounted for 73% of the total yardage for the offense in Tennessee. This man beasted on statistically the best defense in the NFL, and he made it look all too easy. He made it look all too easy. And, at the end of the day, the guy is 6'4", 230 pounds, and he knows it. Every run, he's falling forward. And, that's something that I can't remember seeing out of Tennessee running backs since the days of Ohio State's Eddie George. Eddie George was that same kind of back. He ran forward, he leaned forward, he fell forward. Rarely did you see him get knocked backwards. Best you could hope for was to knock him sideways. That is until he ran into a man named Ray Lewis. But nevertheless, excellent win by the Tennessee Titans. But now we have these Minnesota Vikings going into New Orleans, and it's a different situation that's presented for this team in Minnesota. For them to be successful, they are going to have to play an outstanding defensive game. They are going to have to create at least one turnover against Drew Brees, and that is a high order to fill. That is a very high order to fill. I do believe that they do have the talent. I believe that they have the coaching, and they have developed a level of grit, a level of true grit over the course of this season, mainly from their ability to turn it around at moments where there could have easily been a collapse for this team. They were able to turn themselves around. They were able to right the ship, and now they sit with an opportunity to usher themselves forward in the playoff race. It's not going to be easy, and they're going to have to earn it with blood. There will have to be sacrifices made, but this is a chance of a lifetime for them, and you got to take it. You have to go all out in order to give yourself the best opportunity to win. So with all of that being said, I think it is, incumbent on us to make sure we tune in, and we'll be here probably throughout the first half, I would assume, for this game. Let's take a quick look-see here. Let me pull it up. They got that pregame show going, you dig? Let's see here. Boom, boom. We got it going. Yeah, so definitely gonna have to be some precise footballing and some maybe a stroke of luck as well for Minnesota to get this done. But that's what the playoffs, and that's how it all operates. These guys have got to play a great game, and then they got to get a little help. And when you apply pressure to the Saints, just enough pressure, then you can find cracks in their armor. This is not a team that's unbeatable. We've seen them get drugged by multiple teams this year that they should have beaten. So this is not a team that is by any stretch of the imagination world beaters. They are just a very efficient and a deadly precise team when there is no pressure applied to them. You have to apply pressure. You have to make Drew Brees move in the pocket. Making Drew Brees move in the pocket is one of the things that causes him to have a drop in efficiency, and you have to attack the middle of the field of their defense. So for me, at the end of the day, if they want to get this win, they're going to need, the Vikings are going to need to be prepared to score at least 31 points. They're going to need at least 31 to get this win. This is going to be a higher scoring game because, I mean, the Saints are going to put up points. That's just what they do. So you have to be prepared to put up 30 plus points if you want to get the win. But in the end, your defense is going to need to make one extra stop and have one turnover to complement the effort of the offense in order to get the win. So if I had to give this a prediction, if I had to give this a score prediction, I'm going to give this one the upset special. I'm going to give the Minnesota Vikings a 34-31 win over the New Orleans Saints. I know that's controversial, but honestly, I feel like that's totally within the realm of possibility. I feel like it's totally within the realm of possibility. So we'll see what happens. We will see how it plays out. But these guys are about to give their predictions. Let's see what they think. I just gave a 34-31 prediction. So we'll see what these guys do. I'll let you guys know once they're giving their actual prediction what they're going with. Now, the late game obviously is the Eagles and the Seahawks, and we'll get into that one as we get closer, but definitely feel like this is an opportunity for the Vikings. They've been in this position. These Vikings have beaten these Saints, and when you know that you've beaten a team, when you've seen yourself beat a team, there is no doubt that you can do it again. So the Saints have history on their side, but these Vikings have done it. They've already done it. And with that being said, they have to feel like they have an opportunity to get it done again. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. It's really what it boils down to. Make sure you smash that like button, guys. Make sure you are smashing that like, share the video. Let's get some folks in here. Let's have a nice little tailgate. Let's make this thing pop. Let's make this thing pop. And while we are getting ready for this thing to start up, about 10, 15 minutes away. But it's coming. That indeed it is. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. This thing is. All right. There we go. Most underrated player I played against. I would have to say Kyle Williams from Buffalo. I thought that guy was an exceptional player. Great technique, great handwork. A hard guy to block because he was very shifty. He's more of that blue collar style kind of defensive lineman. So he didn't receive a ton of fanfare because of where he played. But hey, I was the same way. I didn't receive a ton of fanfare because of where I played. But we were both considered some of the best at our position in the NFL from a peer standpoint. So definitely Kyle Williams was probably the most underrated guy I went against. For sure. For sure. Let's see here. Randy's having his pick. Let's see what Randy picks. Woo. Oh, he hasn't made his pick yet. Mike Thomas is going to be a huge problem for these guys. Most overrated defensive lineman, and Ndamukong Suh. Ndamukong Suh was a total disappointment. I dominated that guy from start to finish. I didn't have a hard. I mean, I was ready to fight this dude because I mean, you know how he is, but I don't know. He just was not good. I didn't think he was good at all. I blocked him up. I blocked him in pass pro all day, and it was just not a hard day. I stuffed him. He didn't. It was statistically his worst game of the season. He didn't get a tackle. He didn't get a sack. He didn't get a hit. Now look at these guys. Oh, damn it. Let me go back. Every one of these bums. This is why I would never work for any of these mainstream sports commentary groups. These guys are peddling the same kind of narrative that the NFL wants them to peddle because the NFL wants the Saints to win the game. They all pick the Saints. They all pick the easy pick. And at the end of the day, they don't understand that this is a team that is that could very, very well beat that could very well beat this Saints team because there's a history to it. There's a history that they've beat them. And it's like when we used to play against the Colts year in and year out, we would consistently, we knew one thing about the Colts. We were going to run down their freaking throats. That was going to happen. That was going to happen. And, you know, it didn't matter that we were going up against Dwight Freeney and company on defense. We had our best chance to win was to run the ball down their throats. And from there, we can eat the clock, we can get our scores in, and we can try and minimize the impact of a guy like Peyton Manning. And there were times that we got it done, but we always knew that we could give ourselves a chance because we knew they couldn't. We had resigned ourselves to the fact that they could not stop our run game, and they had resigned themselves to the fact that they could not stop our run game either. So they wanted it to be a game where we would run down their throats and score, and they could just pass down the field and score as quickly as possible. But you have a situation here with this team as underdogs, as guys who nobody is picking to win, and all that's going to do is set everybody up for the upset, and that's what's going to happen. But you know, it's surprising to me when I watch these guys who are who are former players talk the way they do about football. It's like, dude, you used to play. How do you not? How could you say some of these things? You used to play. You can't. You're sitting here calling out guys on how they're doing things. You're sitting here calling out guys for holding out. You're sitting here calling out guys for, you know, for being bold and making statements when you were doing the same thing as a player. You're running with a narrative that the TV station and the network wants you to run with. And, you know, I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it because at the end of the day, I'm giving my opinion straight up and down. I don't give a damn about what they're talking about. And, here we go. RC from NYC with the first super chat of the day. RC from NYC, what's up, brother? What's up? What's up? Yes, we had a good football day yesterday, and we're hoping for an even better one today. And mine has definitely started off as a great one because of this super chat. Man, I got to get you some type of reward for these super chats because you be coming through, brother. I got to get you some type of reward. Maybe I need to send him a signed football. I got an NFL 100 football back there. Maybe I need to send that to you for that for these super chats you be sending up, brother. Because man, every time I get on one of these, you drop a super chat. Appreciate you very much, my man. Appreciate you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna look, and he's on my Patreon. That's a great supporter right there of the channel. He's on my Patreon, and he's on the super chats here. Man, high five. High freaking five. Nice. You know who I hate to hear from? You know who I hate to see you know who I really hate to see? I hate to see these bastards. Look at them, smug bastards. Smug. Can't stand them. So, yeah. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, two of the people that I despise the most in the football world. Smug bastards. Just not my kind of guys. And by the way, I had a couple of teammates who played with Peyton Manning. A couple of my high school teammates played for the Colts. And the stories about Peyton Manning, you would not believe what kind of a straight douchebag that guy is. On and off the field, a utter douchebag. Things that are not safe for work to talk about, but definitely these guys are, not these guys. Peyton Manning is, for lack of a better word, a bit of a scumbag. So there we go. Let's see. And now they're talking college football here. I wish it was story time. I could tell the story, but man, I'm afraid that if I tell it and it gets out there too far, woo, that could be ugly. That could bring up questions. And I don't want that coming back to me because I just got told it by guys who played with him. No, not me. Whew. Woebringer, yeah, that's one of them. That's he's definitely that guy for sure. But there's much more that I've heard about this guy that I have been told about Peyton Manning and his exploits off the field and his behavior off the field that would definitely be a huge crunch to the, I guess, pristine image that he has. I don't know what, but yeah, two of my old teammates, Jacob Lacey, who's a cornerback for them for I think 4 or 5 years, and Melvin Bullitt, who was a safety for them for 4 or 5 years as well. Both my high school teammates from Naaman Forest High School in Garland, Texas. Which was really an achievement, man. When we first saw each other after a game, it was such an amazing feeling to see guys that we were best of friends in middle school and high school, and we played on a terrible high school football team. I mean, our team was terrible in high school, but Melvin Bullitt ended up getting a scholarship to Texas A&M. I got a scholarship to Purdue. Jacob Lacey got a scholarship to Oklahoma State. And we We ended up all in the NFL at the same time, playing in the same division, seeing each other 2 times a year. You know, we gave each other hugs after every game that we played. We would stand in a circle and just talk and smile and you know, and just kind of relish in that fact that we had all come from the exact same place. We had all fought our asses off to get to the point that we were. And here we are standing on this field at the end of the game, win, lose, or draw. We're brothers, forever linked because of our connection through the years. So that was really an amazing experience for me. But these guys definitely had some they had some stories about old Peyton boy. They had some real stories. Does anybody remember Jim Sorgi, the backup quarterback for Peyton Manning in Indianapolis? Jim Sorgi. Remember the year Jim Sorgi was mysteriously put on injured reserve? Didn't appear to have any injury. He was a backup quarterback. Why would he have an injury? But mysteriously put on injured reserve about two or three quarters of the way through the season, and then subsequently released and never heard from again in the NFL. There is a reason for that. There is a very big reason for that the Colts were able to sweep under the carpet. There's a reason for it. So I won't go any further than that. But, you know, unless I can be persuaded. But, yeah, there is a very juicy, very spicy story behind that. And it has nothing to do with football. Nothing to do with football at all. Who is this guy talking? I don't even know. You guys know who this guy is? Who is this guy? Why is he talking? You know, I listen to these guys talk, and it's just like, did you ever play football? Why are you talking like you played? Do it. Oh, man. Let my anger flow. I mean, look, at the end of the day, this is what my guys told me. So I'm not going to put it out there. I'm not going to put it out there. Not unless you know, it makes sense, but it's telling you guys, it's not safe for work. It's not safe for work. I'll just leave it at that. And it's deeply scumbaggish. And I think this was like a kind of a thing that Peyton did. It was kind of his thing. That's just kind of how he did things. So, yeah. U.S. Dutch Kitty, what's going on? How are ya? How are you? I'll put it like this. It would take a substantial amount of super chats for me to actually tell this story, because it is that kind of story. That would be probably the only real way I could go into detail about it, because at the end of the day, I think it's worth it. I think it's actually worth it. But it will present you with a side of Peyton that you never knew, or that you would maybe never expect existed. But at the same time, maybe you do. Maybe you do. Let's see. Can I get these guys off of the screen so we can get to this game. This guy's got a lisp out of this world. Like, come on, dude. What in the heck? All right. Why are these guys talking about college football still? I mean, what? This game is supposed to be Oh, it is. Oh, this is a college football show. Damn, no wonder. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? I'm tired of seeing this. Get me to the game. Well, dang it. I didn't even realize the game had already started. What's going on here? Get this college football. There we go. Okay. Woo. All right. Here we go. This thing is starting. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So apparently, who has the ball here? Who has the ball here? I guess the Saints have it. Oh, this is Janoris Jenkins, the guy who got sold off from the Giants for calling somebody retarded. Well, bet he's happy now. Far happier. Oh, so this was a turnover, huh? Or an interception? Oh, come on. Minnesota. Wow. Minnesota is already blowing it. I put faith in you, bums, and you're already blowing it. Come on. I put real faith in you guys. Don't do me like that. Jeez. Shuck it, duck it. Shuck it, duck it. RC from NYC, man. Take it easy, brother. You got to head out. It's all good, man. Appreciate you for that amazing super chat, and you have a wonderful one. I mean, yeah, he had one job. So apparently Bleacher Report is Bleacher Report, and let me get this up on the screen real quick while we're sitting here. Wow, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this guy is like a bad girlfriend. Like a girlfriend that just won't give up. Hold on. Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah, we're pulling this one up, guys. This is what's going on in Dallas right now. What the heck? This is what's going on in Dallas right now. Whoops. Hold on. That's not what I want. This is what's going on in Dallas right now. Never seen anything like it. Because Jason Garrett, they've gone through it now a couple of times this week to say, okay, you're out as our head coach. He says, hold on, don't do it yet. I still want to be considered for this. And every time they do it, so they said, we're moving on. We're starting to interview other people. Friday night, they interviewed Marvin Lewis. They first want to just defensive head coaches. What? They first want to interview defensive head coaches. Yesterday, they interviewed Mike McCarthy. That went well, so I'm told Mike McCarthy is actually still there. Spent an extra day in Dallas. Then they're looking at Mike Zimmer if he was out after this game in Minnesota. But again, they still have to tell Jason Garrett, no, you're gone. We're moving on. Never seen anything like it. Apparently, Jason Garrett is still lobbying to continue to be the Cowboys head coach, even after they have told him, no, you're done. You're done. Wow. You got to let it go, brother. You got to let it go. At some point, it's over. And you got to just come to grips with it. It's okay. We know it sucks. Everyone knows it sucks. It's a bad breakup. But you got to let it go. You got to. All right. Now back to the game, back to what really matters. This game. Here we go. And they're moving. And they moving. All right, so we got 1st and 10 here, and they're threatening. They're threatening. Mike 5'4", 352. They're running whew. That guy is just a savage, right? Mike Thomas. He's just a beast. How do you stop a guy like that? Jason Garrett is the guy off of The Office. Or no, not The Office. What is the one movie? I forget the name of it again. What is the name of that movie? I forget, but Office Space. Yes, Office Space. He's the guy on Office Space who gets moved into the basement, who hasn't gotten a paycheck in months, who's not really with the company anymore, but he continues to stay there and work. All right, we're not going to put you anywhere, useful, but all right, so here we go. 1st and goal. This is the thing that we talked about, right? You got to be able to put pressure on these guys because their efficiency is crazy otherwise. Whatever happened to DeMarco Murray? Now I saw, is that him? That's not him, right? It's going to Mike Thomas. Scoot up. Scoot up, DB. Scoot up. He's going to outside in on Mike Thomas. Outside in. With the cook. Whatever. This guy gets the ball out so quick. You can't play off of these guys. You got the only way you can really put pressure on the Saints. Wow. That was a low throw. Is to put pressure on the receivers by squeezing up on them and then getting the rush with your front four, because Drew Brees is going to get it out quick, but you want him to delay. A lot of the routes that he throws are timing routes. There you go. There you go. You got to put pressure on him. There you go. That's they're playing up. Ooh, he had somebody open too. He had Mike Thomas. Is that Mike Thomas? No, that was Cook. Cook was wide open. But you got that pressure. You get that pressure on him. Noise. Ooh, DeMarco Murray is out of the league, man. Remember when that guy was considered like the best running back in the league? That was like 3-4 years ago. What the heck happened? Oh, Bridgewater is going to go get paid. He's going to go somewhere and get him a nice little $120 million contract because what he did with because of what he did with New Orleans. So he's coaching at University of Arizona now. Wow. All right. All right. Wow, Jason Garrett. Can't believe this guy is still over there begging to be kept. Wow. Benjamin Watson and Lorenzo Alexander, Bills and Patriots, they announced their retirements after Saturday's wildcard losses. Well, good luck to you guys. Those guys were solid players. Solid players. Let's see what else is going on. He says, hold on, don't do it yet. I still want to be considered for this. Come on, Jason Garrett, keep your dignity. Keep your dignity, my friend. I was ready to go and make a video kind of going to bat for you because they said you was crying in the meetings where they fired you. I was ready to go to bat for the guy. I was ready to I was ready to make a video and come to his defense that the guy's been there for a long time and he needs some they need to treat him with some dignity. But now you're begging for a job. Can't respect that. Mike Jackson, I appreciate you, brother. That's another guy who is part of my Patreon. So, hey, guys, if you want to support the channel, check me out on Patreon, patreon.com/The Observant Lineman, and, leave a donation. That'd be more than appreciated. But definitely, yeah, we are talking about the clapper. He is the clapper. I mean, that guy, look, when I was in Dallas, I'm telling you, the first time I met him, I was like, man, this is the fakest head coach I've ever met in my life. This guy's smile is even fake. There you go. There you go. Nice run. Nice run. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Make sure you smashing that like button. Here we go. Here we go. Next play. Uh, Solid run. Solid. This is kind of odd that the Vikings are wearing their or their home jerseys for an away game, but whatever. Whatever. Oh, stuffed them. Mm. If you like running that outside zone, then your front side has to get their reach blocks. Your tackle and your play side tackle and guard have to be able to get good reach blocks, turn shoulders. That way, your running back has a lane to run through. Nice, nice. That's a good decision. That was a good decision by Kirk Cousins. You know, the guy's really come a long way. Let's be honest. The guy has come a long way. And Night Fury, yeah, I'm a player. I'm gonna cover these kind of things, my friend. This is what we do. This is what I do. Yes, sir. All right, here we go. Here we go. They should be going right up the gut. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. That's a good run. Wow, that's impressive. So this is a solid drive right now. They're mixing it up. They're leaning on their running game, which is smart. Making safe throws. Kirk Cousins is showing some competency right now, which is good. Which is good. Really is. Okay, let's see here. Nice run. Wow. Ugh. Lost 5 yards. That's not good. Uh-uh. All right, here we go. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Okay, I see we got some Saints in here. We got some Saints fans. We got some second and 15. Not a terrible position. Oh. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Nice throw. Oh, well, they're going to get a chance to get some points at least. Solid drive. They need to lean on that running game a little bit more. Oh, excuse me. 3-3. 3-3. All right, all right. So as I kind of comb through Bleacher Report, it is obvious to me that there's a lot of talk about Tom Brady losing, which is, hey, fair enough. And, you got to look at it like this. What happens to the Patriots when they don't give Tom Brady an extension? Hold on now. We got somebody over here promoting a channel that ain't mine. Let's chill on that before I get my mods in here. This is the observant lineman Uche Waneri. And that's all we promoting on here, brother. Pearl Middleton. So easy does it there. If I keep seeing that Woodard TV mess, that's gonna be you're gonna get knocked up out of here. Just an FYI. Now, back to what I was talking about. What happens to the Patriots once Tom Brady is gone? My prediction, 7-9 season immediately following. And then Belichick will either retire or be fired by Bob Kraft, and then they will fade into irrelevancy at that point. They will then become the hapless New England Patriots, the once great franchise, the New England Patriots, and I think that's good for football. I think it's good for football. Wow, he won Super Bowl 10 years ago. That's a long time. Yeah, that's exactly what I told one of my buddies who is a big fan of the Patriots. I said they're going back to the Patriots of the 80s, back to that realm of irrelevancy that they that they climbed out of around 2001. They're going right back to it, deservedly so. They've had their run, and it's over with now. Oh, chop block. Oh, double team. Yeah, you can't double team anymore. That's considered like a wedge. So, but these, let's see what happens with these. I feel like with the Saints, if you can hold them in their first few drives, you've taken their best shots. The only problem is that Sean Payton is such a beast with offensive planning that it can be he can get creative, and when the guy gets creative, Shit can get ugly. Just being honest. Uh, uh, well, that's kind of their go-to right there. The little quick out, little quick out. That's just what the Saints do. That's what the Saints do. I will be right back on, guys. I got to grab something to drink real fast. I will see you guys in 1 second. All right, all right. We're back. All right, let's take a look, see here. What's going on, Chair? Oh, they got the ball back already? That was quick. That was quick. Pearl Middleton. No, man, I'm just giving you the warning because if that mess happen again, you're gonna get the ban. We don't be doing no cross promoting unless you talk to her brother first. I ain't even done a stream with you. How you gonna jump on my stream and promote your channel? Huh? That's not proper YouTube etiquette. But you know, that's the warning. That's the warning. Don't be posting your channel on my channel unless you've already done work with my channel. And come on, cousins. Boom, you got him. Yeah, he should have moved around in the pocket at least. Move around in the pocket. Come on. All right, guys, so that is the end of the first quarter. What I'm going to do here, is we are going to, because I actually have to handle something real fast, but we're going to come back to this. I'm going to come back to it in the fourth quarter. If it is within 10 points, then we will jump back on this. But right now, I got to handle some things. So we're going to call this stream a good one. Pearl, no worry. Pearl Middleton, no worries, brother. Just wanted to make sure you knew that that's how we kind of do things here. So, but yeah, we will be back on probably around the fourth quarter, heading into the second playoff game of the day. I appreciate you guys very much for being on the stream, and we will catch you all later in this game or in the next one. Look out for the notification. Make sure you have that bell notification clicked. Make sure you are subscribed to the Observant Lineman Uche Waneri. I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace. Peace, 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 peace.